I'm trying to recall the last time that we have some super or like major international battle for MLBB that involves international teams. I think we got one esports, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, back then, just months ago. But really, the one tournament that echoes still, even until now, that is within the international classification would be of the SEA Games, of the Southeast Asian Games, right?
That's
we still cannot forget.
Technically, yes. Yeah, I think. I think yeah. This is like our
because
best.
We got M1, we got SEA Games.
Yeah. So this is like that makes a lot of sense, and it makes me more hyped about this. Shinbu, since that you're talking about this being a very important event, I just hope that technology doesn't get in the way of the integrity of this best of 3 series that we have. I'm sure that at a certain point there will be internet latency issues, but that's just how it goes, right? And hopefully we get as much as possible the best case scenario. And now with the draft, I think Shinbu, there's the first pickling, Sunsparks, man. We know.
Actually, very curious about the Angela ban. I believe that is still too early. You don't cover that much when you ban the Angela for the side of Geek Fam. But Geek Fam might be eyeing onto the game wherein Sunsparks has been good as well with the Claude, right? And also works even with the Ling. But let us see, maybe they want to test out the Ling as well. Much like the Onyx Esports team in PH and a lot of other teams that tries to give out the Ling on JP for Sunsparks. It gives me the impression that they really want to test out. Maybe we can survive Sunsparks Ling. But what about you, Pachi? What are your notes for this draft that is running right now?
For the drafts that are running right now, we can still see that both of the teams are sticking to the fundamentals. But the thing that interests me is that these 2 regions have different metas. And like you both mentioned earlier, this is pretty interesting because we have a Ling as our first pick. So this is one of the comfortable and one of the let's say strong heroes for the side of Sunsparks. But again, for the side of Geek Fam in Malaysia, you have to consider their flexibility and the versatility in terms of choosing the heroes. They have the Baksha, the Uranus, and the Kufra to top it all off. So they're kind of really focusing on sustain and crowd control right here.
Yeah, that's a lot of durability right there. Very curious about the Baksha being a priority pick here. What do you think, Wolf? What are your impressions on this trend for the side of Geek Fam MY?
Well, you said it. It's about durability. It's a mixture of both their comfort picks, the way that they picked it up first. I think you only first pick Basha if you're a team that absolutely knows this hero and has used it before. And I know that from watching some of the games from Geek Fam, it's also one of their best heroes, at least when they play it in Malaysia. And also, this is such a good order from Malaysia because the way that we see when Ling is picked up, you absolutely know that it's almost an entire sure win for Sunsparks. But that is from the Philippines. This kind of tells us that Geek Fam have prepared for this, and boy, they are. There's so far with their first 3 picks, there's no hero that's gonna be struggling against the Ling.
That would be an obvious target for the Ling here. And they decided to go toe-to-toe in terms of the blade work here. If it's going to be the Ling, they're going to be facing that with the blades of Gusion. Although, I rarely see, it's because I rarely see Gusion himself, but I rarely see Gusion getting caught out by the Ling here. But there's a heavy requirement now for Gusion to target someone, to burst someone, and I'm not so sure because so far the available targets would be Hylos, an Atlas, and another fighter here. Sunsparks opting to go for 2 fighters right now. Okay. I was curious what would be their support. So there we go. We got the Farsa in, at least to make sure that the position of the fusion would be awkward for the backline. And finally, this is a Roger. Is that a Roger?
Yeah.
That's a Roger?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Pachi, what are your final notes? We have the full draft in. What do you think of this? You can also include your prediction here.
Pretty interesting because for the side of Geek Fam Malaysia, they were pretty reactive. I'll still be going for Sunsparks.
What about you, Wolf, on a quick note?
Yeah. Because I know Sunsparks a lot and I think that their lineup will work. It's not that the opposing lineup is weak. It's just that I know personally that Sunsparks with this lineup can easily take this game.
Let's see what will be learned here from the Geek Fam Malaysian squad as we got 2-0 from the votes of our panel. We're gonna be throwing it off to our coconut tandem, Buko combination of Butters and Yuko. Our shoutcasters once again, take it away.
And what the hell was that, Shimbu?
Say,
oh my goodness.
What was that? Can you please not? Do not. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 1 for our best of 3 series. This is Sunsparks versus a Geek Fam. So early game, we could see that here the top lane, Shorn is able to pressure that Thoms to stay within the third range. But here at the bot lane, though, as being very aggressive, he actually tried to go face against this Xborg, but Xborg was able to jump to safety.
Okay, so right now we're having a bit of fun, and Normalin coming out here from Arts, and Arts here, Normalin, he will go down to the normal attack from that Xborg, and Rumpe going in, trying to get a kill. Kiloash will go down as well, and we are just going to have fun because Raflesia, Kiloash, KelVJ, JP, Greed, they actually shake up their composition and their, lineup.
You know what's funny? They're actually chatting while in game, so this is just it's not 100% friendly match because of course you're in it to win it, but you know that they're just here, they're up against good friends, and they're just gonna have a great time.
Yep, I mean, show matches are really made to just, have fun. Because, sometimes we see these players, they really play at the top of their game, competitive most of the time. So right now, you just have to make the most out of everything. KelVJ playing that Ling, it's not even on JP. Tempest of Blades will catch out 2 people. Greed just going for that stun and sword. And the others will just try to get away. And look at that Tokyo Drift. I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. And that will be a Ling pick off, and that is a double kill going to the side of Geek Fam PH.
Very quick double kill for this Vision indeed here. The bot lane though, Kilowatt probably gonna be pressured, but this Rain is just gonna keep his safe distance. JP here at the mid lane, just checking out if anyone's hiding along the bushes, and as we could see, the red team, one of them is actually trying to take out that little wonder, and I like how reactive the red team is right now. They're literally going all over the map to make sure that maybe they can go with the pickoffs, but looks like that Kufa is the one that actually got picked off. Shorn already in his ultimate, already applying pressure to that Thoms, and Thoms does get taken out, but I think the Ling was able to at least get someone red down there. That's why they were forced to back out. Soren, of course, stickers for days. That is something you will always see in a Mobile Legends game. Greed using his feathered airstrike, but it's just enough to drive the members of Team Geek Fam away.
Yeah, Arts and the others, Dominus trying to go for Greed, and that is going to be another trial on that sword spike. Second one won't hit though. Soren on the other hand onto the back line. It didn't even have to hit. That wheel just went in and it took him down. Dominus and the others going for that turtle, and look at this. Geek Fam is just, they're dominating the early game, and they have the early game centric setup here. Gushon has 301 mystery shop on lock. Dominus here will have an early power spike. Yuko, I don't know. What's your thoughts on this? How will Sunsparks come back from this?
They need to wait it out. And as much as possible, Kilowatt should not die as much. I mean, he's 1-1 right now, but the fact that he's being pressured almost all the time in his lane shows that he's obviously a priority, but looks like ultimate coming over from Atlas right here is able to catch 3 people and connecting onto that feathered airstrike, but looks like that will be the perfect target for Ling. Ling chasing out that Kufra. Even though you are in that bouncing baby ball mode, you will not be able to get away. Shorn forced to use his first heal just so he'll be able to back away. That was a 2-for-none in favor of Sunsparks. Just keep on playing like, and Sunsparks will win. However, of course, Geek Fam, they will not give Sunsparks an easy win. They're still gonna go at it. And might I just add, the Roger right now is 2-1.
And on the chat, they're having a bit of fun. Raflesia getting the large and the longer end of the stick there for that trade and he will live. Soren here getting caught out. One stun might actually do it for the side of Sunsparks, but they don't get it into the bottom lane. There is an answer here for the side of Kilowash, and he will go down. But right now, Soren and the others, they will just go for the Atlas ultimate. JP trying to stun them down. Feathered Airstrike is there. KLBJ trying to go in, trying to take down this Roger. Roger gets caught out, and let's see, he will go down. Rumpe here is the next target probably, but they will just stop there and take down the turret, and they proceed straight to Rumpe. Soren and the others, they get stunned. Dominos, that slaughter, sword spike won't connect, and that will be the end of the skirmish. KLVJ and the others, they're looking hot right now. They're getting what they want at least, and this is what you were saying earlier. Just wait it out, be patient, and wait for the right time to punish.
Now we could see that the red team is the one that's being laid low. Earlier, they were literally the ones that's applying pressure, going aggressive, going all over the map. But now we could see that it's Sunsparks. So I guess they just wanted to take it slow. And I was also able to see that Aggression already has his Calamity Reaper. So that's more damage coming in for this Dominos. Let's see if he will be able to catch out maybe Greed or KLVJ, since these two are the two main damage dealers. But here at the mid lane, though, looks like there's going to be 3 members, and Knight Ultimate coming over from this lane. That, of course, Reynos was very, very low on health, but will he be able to make it out of there alive? Well, looks like Sunsparks, they are looking hot right now. They just want to go in, but the red team forced to go back. They do not want to commit to this full-on 5v5 fight. They know the risk that they don't want to take, but Kilo was just trying to tap some damage to that turtle.
Now we're seeing Arts and the others, Rumpel. And if you would see the chat, they were actually talking about why the Thams, Raflesia, got an Athena shield first. And Raflesia just answered, so I can resist too itchy. Very itchy indeed, and right now JP with that beautiful ultimate, sadly no follow-up, and that is going to be one dead Atlas and one dead Xborg. And let's see the fights here. KLVJ trying to go for the cleanup. Dominus and the others, their skills won't connect, and Rumpel will actually go for the knockup. Farsa will get caught out, and Tempest of Blades, let's see if KLVJ can make something happen. Dominus here can't really hit him with anything there, and good moves coming up from KLVJ.
4-4 in favor of the red side. But yes, good moves coming in from KLVJ indeed. I just have to highlight this again. They have a Roger, and the Roger is not something you would want to snowball in this kind of lineup. I mean, yes, you have Atlas, yes, you have Thumbs, but if we're gonna look at Ling and Farsa, they're pretty much very, very soft if up against a Roger. Kilo was just clearing out the mid lane right here. KLVJ clearing out the bot lane. So here we have Thumbs up against this Roger and that Uranus.
Okay, so there is a bit of a follow-up there. This is the perfect setup that you were talking about earlier. KLVJ trying to go for Dominus. Dominus not getting that sword spike, but Kiel, I think he really wants blood on his hands. Dominus here will get away, but KLVJ will get hit by a sword spike, and that will be his death. Okay, Yuko, now the question is, who is having the most fun here in this show match?
To say Geek Fam, I mean, look at them. They're chatting, they're in a good mood, but at the same time, they're actually getting the kills in. We are 10 versus 15 right now, and they're spamming stickers. So for now, I'm gonna have to say it's Geek Fam. Look at Soren. I mean, look at that guy.
He's just rolling around like a wheel. And whatever it is that he's doing, he's just invading and doing whatever the hell he wants. And that is a good sign coming out here from Geek Fam. They're not playing competitively, they're just having fun, and they're trying to outplay each other. And that's the thing about show matches. It's a way for them to play individually and to, you know, just have fun all in all. Rumpel and the others, let's see how superior the team fight is here for the side of Sunsparks. Rumpel going down, and Kilowash will go for that last insanity. Arts on the other hand onto the backlines. JP, Dominus, and the others, he will get caught out. Tempest of Blades, and look at that incandescence coming up for Gushan, but it won't really matter as KLVJ will take him down, but the Roger is just way too much for them to take down. Yuko, how do you fight this? How do you fight this snowball snowballed, what they call snowballed Roger. I forgot his name. Sorry about that.
Pray. Second, you try to get this moment wherein Roger's just farming alone. You know, try to pick him off. Make sure he's dead before you actually try anything else, before you try with the 4v5 team fight. Because whenever there's a team fight, they have a Baksha, a Kufra, and a Uranus. So obviously, the hyper carries or the cores, all if not most of their skills will be on cooldown. The moment they use that on the tank, Roger is just gonna jump in and have the time of his life.
Okay, Tempest of Blades will be thrown out. Let me cut you out there, Yuko, for this fight. KelVJ getting chased out, and this might be Sorn and Gushon really trying to go for him, but KelVJ being very fast. KelVJ just jumping in front of that Roger, and that will be the takedown on that Ling. And things aren't looking great here for the side of Sunsparks. Geek Fam, they're really rolling with this snowball play that they did into the early game.
That is true. Also, Farsa said JP Atlas tutorial. He will post this. Oh my gosh, Sunsparks. Anyway, here you see that Rampage jumping in right here, but Greed already immediately used his ultimate rather, but this Roger was actually targeting the Lord. Are they gonna get it? I believe Sunsparks should contest this, but it looks like they're just too far away. Anti-Crash being picked up by Boxer right here. More attacking is coming in for them. And ultimate from Kufra being committed to Kilowatt right here. And here it is, the do or die fight. What will happen? Kilo here in the backline. Storm receiving a lot of damage, but it looks like Sunsparks, they are going all in. Storm being taken out by that Farsa, but the tides have turned. An enemy team called out like that is the red side, and ultimate from Export being used, but it is not enough to take out that Uranus. Let the bodies hit the floor. That was a 1-for-1 trade for both teams, and Rumplay jumped in. That's a bit too sour, but I guess he will be able to make it out of there alive.
And it's the JP Atlas tutorial. This will be posted on another social media channel. But right now, Kilowatt and the others, they're just having fun. JP, he's not having the greatest Atlas game right now, but he's making it work, and it only takes one good Atlas ulti to turn the tides here for the side of Sunsparks. But onto the side of Geek Fam, it only takes a few turrets to finish this game right off, but Ling will take down Dominus. Dominus here didn't stand a chance to get away. KelVJ doesn't have the energy, but look at this. He's really trying to go for Roger, and Roger here will go down, and he actually lives. Wow! What? He actually lived. Last Insanity on the other hand, let's see.
Play.
Oh, look at this. Sorn and the others, they're just trying to get away. This isn't Sorn DS, this is Sorn from Geek Fam. JP and the others, JP rather, is on the backlines alone. He's trying to take down Zorn, but Zorn is just way too tanky. And look at the TPs coming out from Rafflesia, almost going down Rumpel here, just trying to tank up that turret and clear that wave. Sorn and the others, they go in, and Roger is here to probably end this game, and Kufra will be taken down by Rafflesia, but that won't matter as Geek Fam will take game number 1 of this show match.
That the draft, the very, very tanky front